What's going on, everybody? It is your man Cleveland Terry, and today FaZe released their long-awaited Serato update to be able to use the FaZe in HID mode. Now, I know a lot of people see the term beta and then they automatically freak out, as you should. Beta shouldn't be used for any real-world production level things. However, I am a tester. So we're going to go through the whole process. Hopefully it's relatively easy, and we're going to test out FaZe to see just how far along FaZe has come. You guys ready? Let's go. First things first, let's get into this beta and let's click OK. Enter to continue. All right, let's check this out. Let's see what's new. All right, we got Big Sur support. No M1 support. Sorry, guys. We're still going to have to wait that out a little bit. It is what it is. You know it's coming. It's just a matter of time. The most important thing, FaZe support, which we will be testing, and the offline locker for Beatsource link and Beatport link. This is a huge update. Huge update. And new expansion window. What is this? An improved workflow for exploring and mapping your Serato DJ Pro and expansion packs. Okay, I'm with it. So let's test this bad boy out and see what's going on. Hopefully it's just as easy as just putting them on, and it should work. Hopefully. All right, let's try this out. And let's change the audio to CDJs. And I already see a signal in there. Okay, let's make this a little smaller. And signal there. Now, I want to point out real quick, it's just plugged in via the USB from the FaZe into the S11 straight through the USB. So I'm not going through my computer. I'm just going through the system here and the USB out, of course, going into the computer. So that already is fantastic. We've needed something like that just so we don't have to deal with unnecessary cords going out of our computer when we have a hub. So that's fantastic. Now, a couple of things we should probably mention. They've had some changes in protocol. We used to have just absolute, relative, and internal. Now there is a new mode called wireless. You have to set it to wireless in order for it to talk correctly to the phases. Before you start testing at all, trust me, I know, you want to go and download, obviously, the Serato beta. Then you want to download the new FaZe firmware beta, which is going to update your firmware to the new protocols, which is going to give it that communication. Now we're going to want to recalibrate the actual FaZe remotes, and we're going to notice that there is this nice little feature now called double tap. And basically by activating double tap, when you double tap on your FaZe, it's actually going to recalibrate on the spot. So that's a really, really cool feature. All right, and there we go. You see it turn green to let you know that it is now fully calibrated. So the good news is you don't actually have to go into the FaZe settings app anymore in reality, besides maybe changing colors and updating firmware. You can do everything from right here. So very well thought out. I appreciate them thinking about the user experience and not having to do extra steps when they can just provide it right there. All right, let's test it out. So far, it feels really, really good. So let's do some beat juggling, and let's see if they stay on from the beat juggle. Let's get this on the 12 o'clock exactly. There we go. Now, the reason why I'm setting this up to exactly 12 o'clock is because we know that in the past, FaZe has had a little bit of an issue with drifting. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's had a very big issue with drifting. So we're going to see if this new setup actually fixes the situation. So let's take a look. Okay, the moment of truth, the moment of truth. After delayed time, let's take this to the beginning. That's pretty close. That's pretty much on the 12 o'clock there. It's like 12:01. Nothing like it used to be. I mean, keep in mind, every time you would do a long juggle before, it might be 12:30, it might be 1 o'clock. This is pretty much dead accurate. Let's try the other one. It's perfect. It is absolutely perfect. Very, very, very impressive. It's actually to a point that I can confidently say, at least for right now, there's no reason that you shouldn't pick up these devices. Now, of course, I'm not talking about battery issues or quality control or any of those things that some of the devices were plagued with. I'm just talking about the protocols and the sync and the way everything is connected and talks to one another. It's absolutely amazing. So this is what it should have been when we first received the product. We are finally there. HID mode is fantastic, and I'm happy that I was wrong when I first shot this video, because I was a little nervous that there really wasn't the update that I was expecting. Now I know this is definitely something that we're gonna love. For people that are wondering, if you don't have the hub in here, yes, you're still gonna need to plug it into your computer. Let's figure out what they were talking about with the expansions. Let's take a look at the expansions while we are here. Okay, so they've made this nice and refined. Okay, I like that. I can't answer whether or not it works with Big Sur, because I haven't updated to Big Sur, and I don't have any plans to update to Big Sur for a while, to be honest with you. I'm sure they've been testing it, and if people had an issue with Big Sur, trust me, you would know about it. This video was mainly for the phases. That's what we've been waiting for. All right, guys, if you found this video useful, hit that like button. If you found this video really useful, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on the Instagrams and the Twitters, and get on my Discord. That's where we're talking about all this stuff. Let me know in the chat what you are using, what your experience has been. I'm using this currently on a Mac because I didn't put it on my Windows PC yet, because it's really easy to just rename things in Mac and then get to the new one. I'm not really sure how easy it's going to be with the PC. So this is my test scenario. But anybody with a PC out there, let me know what you've seen, if you're seeing the same things, or if you're having any issues. Throw them in the chat. Let me know. But I'm going to tell you this. This was by far the easiest transition that I've seen from Phase. Normally you have to update the box, and sometimes it updates, sometimes it doesn't. But this one, really, really smooth. And as you can see, I barely had to do anything as far as the setup is concerned. The sync was on like that. It was really, really quick. I don't have any issues, guys. All right, guys. Always a pleasure talking to you. If I don't talk to you later, we'll talk soon. Peace. Full disclosure, this is future me. I had to go back in and do some re-edits because there was a couple of steps that I had missed in my install process for whatever reason. And I was going off of incorrect information. So we're going to go ahead and make those changes in this video. So if you see some splices and it looks a little bizarre, well, that's because, you know, I had to go back and re-edit.